Hey guys, okay, so I know it's been forever and a minute since I did a video, but I've been really busy, and I kind of had a couple of setbacks with surgery, so I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna make a video. And then not only that, like, it's for some reason when I use my my camera, I have a Canon T5i that I bought specifically for doing YouTube vlog posts, but for some reason I can't get it to load up to YouTube. I don't know if it's the file's too big or what. So yeah, it's been really difficult to make videos. So I bought a new phone the other day, which I'm really happy about because my last phone sucked. So it makes it a whole lot easier now to do videos. So I promise you guys I will make a new video every week, even if it is me doing it in my car while I'm driving, which I'm doing now. So yeah, updates. So as many of you guys know, or I don't know the last time I updated, but so I finished my options program with Kaiser on Valentine's Day of 2015. So we're in May. I think today's May 13th. So in February I finished, but I had a couple of setbacks because one, my vitamin D levels were really low, so I had to go on this vitamin D regimen, so that held me back with surgery. And then another issue that I had was my H. pylori test, the Helicobacter pylori test, came back positive for me. So that meant that I had to do 6 weeks of antibiotics in order to get rid of it. So I had to wait 6 weeks for that. So I was really bummed out because of that. So and then not only that, the antibiotics that they put you on are super strong. I mean, I was sick for 6 weeks, which made me not want to really take it. So like I would skip days, and it was a mess. But I ended up finishing the medication, and after I got the medication finished, I went back in to do my my H. pylori test, and it came out negative. So that was good. I retook my vitamin D, and my vitamin D was still low, but they said it wasn't low enough to prevent me from having surgery. So then I went ahead and I had to see, Kaiser has a process where once you get all of that cleared before they send you to a surgeon, you have to go to a nurse practitioner, meet with a nurse practitioner, and then the nurse practitioner looks over all of your files, checks your weight, and then does your final clearance. Which after you get your final clearance, then it goes off to your primary care physician, then he signs off on it, and then you go to, then it gets sent to the surgeon, and then you get set up for your surgery. You're meeting with the surgeon, and then your surgeons give you your surgery date. So I met with my nurse practitioner on May, I think it was May 1st. I met with my nurse practitioner. I went in, it was about an hour meeting, just really basic, went over like my eating habits, things I'm gonna change. They weigh you again. Because I totally fallen off the wagon. I had done really good, and during my my post-op, or my pre-op, I had lost, I think it was like 17 pounds. Well, with all the stress and everything I went through, and I've been doing a lot of traveling, I had stopped working out, I had stopped blocking my food. So I had gained, I think, 1.5 pounds, which, to be honest with you, I wasn't complaining about it because I had really fallen off the wagon. So the fact that I had only gained 1.5 pounds, like, I was okay with that. And to be honest with you, it may have just been what I was wearing that day, because I was wearing like jeans and Ugg boots and all that stuff. And I think when I weighed in last time, I was wearing leggings and barefoot. So that may have made a difference. I don't know. So I hadn't gained enough. I hadn't gained a lot of weight. So she went ahead and she cleared me for surgery. So she went ahead and sent my file to my primary care physician so that I could get approved, get signed off on and approved for surgery. So then, so I went in, like I said, on May 1st, met with them. May 3rd, didn't hear anything. May 4th, didn't hear anything. May 5th, didn't hear anything. Was like, what the heck is going on? Because she said it would take about 24 hours. So I decided to call Kaiser to find out what was going on. And what did I discover? I discovered my insurance was canceled. Yeah. So, as many of you guys know, like, I don't know if I told this in my last video, but I'm an independent contractor. So my insurance, I pay through, I guess, covered California, through my insurance. And I had sent in my premium payment and everything, but in that process, I had also moved. Well, I guess they needed some additional paperwork from me that they had mailed to me to be filled out, but they mailed it to my old address, and so I never got it. So because I never sent in the paperwork, they canceled my insurance, and I didn't know that my insurance had canceled, and apparently my insurance had been canceled since February 1st. So, and nobody told me, never received a phone call. They mailed out letters, but I never got them. So yeah, so my insurance was canceled. So now I'm in total panic mode because I'm literally this close to having surgery. And I don't know if, I think I mentioned this in my last video. This is my second time going through the whole options process. The first time I went through it, I was in the middle of going through a divorce. So just as I had finished my options program and once again had got cleared for surgery, my divorce got finalized and I lost my insurance. So then a year passed before I could get insurance again, and because it had been a year, I had to start the process all over again. So this time I went into total panic freak out mode because I was like, there's no way in hell I'm doing this shit again for a third time. Not happening. So I called the options program, explained to them what was happening. I called Kaiser through Covered California, got all my paperwork worked out. So I mailed off all the paperwork. They got it, I think they got it on May. I'm trying to think. I just got back from vacation. I went to the Bahamas for 5 days. So I'm thinking I left on the 8th. So they got it on the 9th, my paperwork. And they said that it takes 10 days to process and get me switched. I've got approved for insurance all over again, but I guess it takes 10 days to reactivate me with Kaiser. So I'm waiting for those 10 days. And then I talked to the people over at the options program, and they told me that I'm already approved for surgery. I just have to meet with the surgeon. So once my insurance gets reactivated again, then they'll push me right through, and they'll schedule me an appointment to meet with the surgeon that week. So she said if all goes well, I could literally be having my, I could have my surgery date for the first week of June. So I'm happy about that. So now it's a process of getting back on track, logging all my food in MyFitnessPal, working out. Yeah. So that's how that's what's with me. It's always drama. Nothing's ever easy for me when it comes to stuff like this. So what else has been going on with me? So I was doing some more traveling. So I went to I think the last time I talked to you guys, I was on my way to Seattle. So I went to Seattle. And then after Seattle, where else did I go after Seattle? I went to New York. My daughter had spring break and she wanted to go to New York for spring break. So we went to New York for 6 days. And I just got back. I was supposed to be going to Japan. In April, I was supposed to go to Japan, but I ended up getting selected for jury duty, and stupid me called in. Well, I guess it wasn't stupid me. Trying to be a law-abiding citizen. Everybody said, oh, you know, just call in, or everybody was telling me just don't go. They're like, just don't go. Pretend like you never got the notice. Just don't show up. Because the day that I was supposed to go to jury duty was the day that I was supposed to leave on my trip. So I was like, you know, I don't want to go to jail. Like, I've learned there's a couple things you don't play with in, like, the IRS and the judicial system is one of them. So I just thought, you know, I'm going to call and see what happens. So I called and I was like, hey, you know, I explained I have a trip and I was wondering if we can postpone jury duty. And they were like, the lady I spoke to on the phone was just really just mean, and she's kind of a bitch. And so she's like, well, it doesn't work that way. You have to come in and you have to petition to be released. Well, the day that I had to go in to petition to be released was the day that I was supposed to leave on my trip. And she's like, well, if you don't show up, you can be held, you can be fined and like thrown in jail. Basically, she scared the crap out of me. So I ended up canceling my trip to Japan, which is a good thing I had travel insurance. So I was able to cancel it, and I think I got back 80% of the money I had spent, which wasn't a big deal. So I canceled my Japan trip, but then instead to make up for, oh, and then the best part was I ended up not even getting selected for jury duty. The day that I went in, they were like, oh, you know what, we don't need you, you can leave. Yeah, I was pissed. Anyway, so I ended up canceling the Japan trip, and I'm going to reschedule it for a different time. And then I just got back from the Bahamas on, Monday, actually. Today's Wednesday. Yeah, so I got back on Monday. I went to the Bahamas. I went on a cruise with some of my family, and I had a really, really great time. This was my first time going to Nassau and to the Bahamas, so I was really excited about that. So, yeah. Other than that, everything else is going okay. Nothing new and exciting to report. I am working, so I'm driving on my way to go see my 8th patient of the day, and it is 10 o'clock in the morning. And I think I have about 4 or 5 more to go see, and then I'm done for the day. Ignore my GPS, well, with the exception of all the charting that I'm gonna have to go home and do. But yeah, anyways, like I said, now that I've figured out this whole YouTube thing, and I'm actually gonna have some more exciting stuff going on in my life, I might be possibly having surgery soon, I will do my best to update you guys at least once a week to do my check-ins, so you guys know what's going on with me. I did receive a couple of emails from you guys, and I'm really sorry. I'm really bad with this whole YouTube and responding thing. And when I opened my email today to get my password, I discovered I had all these messages from people, email messages from people who had responded to my video. So some of you guys I have responded to. Others I will go ahead and get to you guys as soon as I can. I apologize. Bear with me. It's still kind of a steep learning curve for me, but I will get to you guys. But for the rest of you guys, if you have any questions about going through the options program with Kaiser, especially if you're Orange County, or going through it through Covered California or anything like that, feel free to email me or send me a message on YouTube. My email address is dualstarvsg@gmail.com, and it's 2 R's, so dualstarvsg@gmail.com, and I will make sure to get back to you as soon as possible. Yeah, okay, nice talking to you guys. I'm almost at my next patient's house,